Okay, so you just joined Astro Alerts and you're wondering how to get started. Well, as soon as you join, you'll see the server pop up in Discord and a welcome ticket will be opened. Inside here, we have a notification going out to all our staff and a few messages are sent. So, most importantly, we need to head over to the guide, and I really recommend everyone goes through and reads this. Along with this, we also have a YouTube video that I have made and you're watching right now, which will run you through some of the early setup. In here, you'll be welcomed by our staff, and they'll recommend you head over to role reaction. So, this is one of the most important things that you essentially have to do to make the most out of the server. Highly recommend everyone does this. What you do is you click on role reaction here, or you can click on it in the welcome message, and this will bring us over to our roles channel. So each role is for a different part of the server. So for example, I can't see the Loki Flips channel. To get this, I have to react to the Loki Flips role. By doing so here, I get a message saying I got the role, as well as the channels appearing down here. So we can see I've got the Loki Flip monitor, and we've got our other flips here. We have our other flips here. So some other good roles to get are obviously the region you're from, and then if your specific city is here, then I recommend getting that too. This will be when there is city-specific releases or certain stores in certain areas releasing things, so it can be really helpful. We also have monitor notifications here, so I would highly recommend you get Notify. This is our general role that we use when we see something restocking and we want to make sure our users see it. We will ping the Notify role, but we do have roles for more specific sites, such as the Footlocker role, Mesh, which is sites like JD, Offspring Supreme, Palace, etc. So all you need to do is click on the one that you want to get the role. Down here, you can see that I already have the Loki Flips role. We also have brick flips. So brick flips are essentially reasonably low profit items, but when using discount codes and buying multiple pairs, you can actually turn a good profit. And then we have the role for Pokemon reselling. So if you want to see those channels, you can also just click here. Further down we have our bot roles. Here are slots. Slots are essentially when trusted members of the community will run the bots with your details to get you checkouts. And there's usually a small fee, but this is a great way to get started at getting limited releases without having to buy these extremely expensive bots. So if you're interested in that, then react accordingly. We also have bot flipping for buying and selling bots, the restocks for when they drop, setups for helping people who have bots already, and recaps just discussing how bots have done. Down at the bottom here we have stocks, release guides. I think release guides is another really good one to have, as especially if you're new, it will tell you which sites you have a chance of hitting pairs on, and it's a great way to build up your knowledge about reselling in general. We also have group buys, and this is where you get access to buy something through the server. We also have giveaways for free things. Astro Tools, which is our free toolbox, which is a compilation of different helpful programs. And then raffles to get notified when a new raffle comes up. So as you can see, I finished getting all my roles. But if you do run into any issues, whether on setup or at any point, we're always here to help you, and this is where tickets are useful. At the top of the server here, we can see we have support tickets. Clicking on support tickets, we can see two types. Now if we're stuck on something, all we need to do is react by clicking on the logo underneath the support message. So you're clicking this will open us our personalized ticket, All the staff will be notified, and we'll try and get there as soon as we can to help you. As you can see, we're already getting help from some of our staff, and so feel free to ask us any questions. We're always here to help. But you should be aware, a lot of stuff is covered in the guide, so I also recommend reading the guide. Now, an important thing to note before we move on is the channel called Member Important. So, Member Important is essentially where different members of the community can send messages that will notify almost everyone. So this is for when, say, a member sees that a shoe is going on exclusive access. As you can see here, JW sent this message and everyone in Member Important could see this. Now, it's very important not to talk in this channel unless it's something super important, because a lot of people will be notified, and if everyone talks in here, it will get a bit full. Either way, it's worth keeping an eye on it and just not talking in it, unless you have something important to say. Finally, we'll cover notifications. So, as the server is quite big and there's quite a lot in here, you can end up feeling a bit overwhelmed. And this is completely normal with Discord, and it takes a while to get used to. To help with this, you can set your notifications. So, by heading up here and clicking this arrow, on mobile it's also in the top left, I believe. Heading over to notification settings, we'll see this here. Now, if you're quite new to Discord, and as I mentioned, you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, I recommend you put on only at mentions. This means you'll only be notified when a staff member pings you. For example, here, JW pinged the Loki Flips role, and you'd receive this notification, but you wouldn't receive notifications of the other chats. This is one way of doing things, but you can also do it a different way. If you want, you can do all messages and then go through and mute the specific channels that you don't want to receive notifications from. If you've been using Discord for a while, this might be a bit easier, as it allows you to customize what you receive and what you don't. For example, let's say I don't want to see the chat notifications, I can mute this channel, but then I do want to see the football chat. I'll still receive notifications for when people talk in the football chat, but not the normal chat. It takes a little while to go through and do this for every channel, but in the end I think it is worth it, and it's completely customizable. And that concludes the setup. Make sure you head over to the guide or open up a ticket. If you're ever stuck, we're here to help, and we hope you enjoy your time here.